Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, MJ38 show, episode 101. In this being, doing things.
Welcome to MJ38
Got the
101.
ring.
We will be your professors today. First things first, put the pencils down. Okay.
Pencils down.
Life is a feeling process. I want you to feel this lecture.
Life is a feeling process.
It's a feeling process. And here's the other thing is just listening.
Yeah.
When you're writing, you're not listening. In college, I realized on any given lecture, I have two options. I can listen and absorb more, or I can write and remember more later. But when it comes down to test time and my gut's working, I will have preferred to absorb it in the past because it's in there.
It's in your subconscious somewhere.
It's in there.
I love, if you could only choose one.
You have to. Every time you're in a lecture, you can be writing.
Let's say you have to only choose one.
I don't think there is another option, you know what I'm saying? When I was in college, it was obvious to me. It's like, okay, what am I going to do today? Am I going to sit here and listen to the lecture? Or am I going to try to write down all the key points? It's like one or the other, you know?
Yeah, try to combine both to the best of your ability. Just jot down some highlights, but yeah, you need to be there. You need to, I think if you're there, I guess it's listening to it. If people can listen to it and not watch, I guess that's what, if you're just going to write it down.
Listen to it and not watch. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But in my mind, I feel like when you're writing, you're not fully listening.
Yeah, you have to be focused on writing. But I like the writing because you remember it too.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can call that back out.
So the thing is I turned it into a podcast where I would remember moments of the podcast. I'd be like, oh yeah, he was standing there and he did the thing and he was wearing that shirt that I thought looked funny and he said this thing. Like I'd remember moments of the lecture in the test. I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember him saying that. He said this and this and then when you're studying, you got to make those correlative things too. Like when you're reading the question, then you remember him talking about the answer in lecture. Then I would like create that memory there, you know?
You're talking about not taking any notes at all and just going off the dome?
Like in, there was a couple classes where yes, that's what I did.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I would do good, like philosophy. I got an A in that class and I mostly just listened. And then you just study before the test. So that way you wrap your mind around what the questions are. But just like for the lectures, I was just like engaged, you know?
Yeah, just being present, fully present.
And
being able to recall on that.
I had a couple classes where I'd tell my people that, and then I'd ask them like, would it bother you if you gave me your notes? And I just like copied the notes later with like my memory of the listening. And they were like, I had at least 2 classes where people let me do that.
Nice.
But it felt like an awkward ask. I don't want to take these fucking notes. Can I get yours later? But I was legitimately like, yeah, just realizing
this fucking guy.
But I was a better student when I was just listening around the corner. We're coming back home from third base right here.
Yeah.
I invite you today, as my dad says all the time, put down the Bible, but we're not in church right now, but like put down the pencil and just be in the moment, absorb this.
I've seen that move in the sermons.
Yeah, right?
They're like, stop writing. Like, hold on, just be right here.
Yeah. And for this podcast, I invite you to be right here with us. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Right here is nice. It's beautiful. It's the best thing in the world.
Presence. Some people struggle with that.
Yes, I think we're all struggling with that.
I had a day where I was really struggling with it. Like I just couldn't couldn't get out of my head.
Yeah.
Just be in the moment. And I was like, I don't normally struggle with this. This is annoying. You got too much stress. You're thinking about finances and scheduling.
Extracurriculars, bro. A whole bunch of extracurriculars, bro.
It's like, it was hard for me to just be in that moment. So if you're struggling with that today, I ask the good Lord to intervene in your struggle to be present. I ask for divine intervention so that you could just feel the feeling of being present with us.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord. How you doing, Justin? What's up, man?
Doing great, bro. Life is so good. The moment is so nice. If you could just get to it. That's what we're all trying to do. I love it. And we're talking about one way of getting to it is the physical bodies we got here. And my boy is lost down around 14 pounds on the scale. And there's a body recomposition methodology to that behind the scenes. So it's like the numbers, you can't really trust the scale all the time. Well, first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's what's up, dog.
I didn't mean to make this all about me.
No, dog.
Thanks,
that's what's up. But that's the preface for the thing I was about to talk about.
Totally, yeah.
Because you were like, yeah, because it's not about one day. It's not about one time you missed a meal and one time you missed your fasting window or one time you ate a piece of cake. It's the continuity of that day over a week. And then if like over the course of a week, I remember learning because I was like certified personal trainer, Gold's Gym for a little bit, wanted to pursue some sort of physical avenue of making money and like self-expression because I've been working out for a while. But then, yeah, being a personal trainer, it wasn't like exactly what I wanted to do, or I just like I had other time obligations. I was like, okay, I'll put that down, but I'm gonna incorporate that into MJ38, like what I'm doing right now, exactly right now. Because I learned it's like 3,500 calories in a week is roughly what you wanted to lose a pound as far as a deficit. So if you're down 500 calories every day for a week, that's a pound.
That's a good stat to know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just trying to maintain that
500
avenue.
every day
Yeah.
for a week, you lose a pound.
Yeah, per pound.
And then 500 calories per day looks like...
You burn 3,000 and you eat 2,500.
That's relatively easy for an athlete to do.
Yeah, you burn 4,000, you eat 30, or like 3,000 to be safe.
Tangibly, I think that looks like hitting a
3,200,
nice...
and you're calculating it in your calculator, type shit.
If you do an hour of weights, you keep it intense, keep your heart rate high. That's important because you cannot burn a lot of calories lifting weights if you take it very leisurely, like sloth-like. I forget what the word, the L word, lethargical. If you're super lethargic.
Lethargic, yeah.
Then you won't burn that many calories lifting weights. I know this from tracking with the Fitbit for maybe like 2 years, and then I kind of got it, so then I stopped. So you keep the heart rate high, and then do cardio 20 to 30 minutes too, and you'll probably get close to 1,000 calories, especially if you're active at your job. So then if you're naturally burning 2,000 calories, burning that extra 1,000 can be kind of difficult, but not that difficult. And then with the dieting, 2,500 calories, you could do that in just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't have to be that healthy of food choices per se, but you just have to not fuck yourself with really bad choices to hit that 2,500.
All the time. Once in a while.
Just in case you've never like tangibly tried to do that, or like you don't work out like that, or you don't diet like that. That's kind of what that would look like. Just effort on both sides. Yeah.
And you can even like just increase the heat or increase the intensity and the temperature by doing some intermittent fasting with those calories allotted, I think that supercharges it for sure.
I can't quite figure it out other than
fasting is crazy.
I think that I did lose more fat than I expected to lose at a faster rate than I expected to lose it. And it's like, what do you attribute that to? The only thing it could be is the fasting, which it doesn't seem like that much. For me, it really just feels like not eating late night snacks and then just waiting a little bit longer for breakfast.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's like all it is. There's the only difficult part about intermittent fasting is the intentionality you have to apply to having your last meal before your window closes, especially if you're working out. Because I'm like, I can't not eat dinner like 2 days in a row and only have eaten breakfast. That's like I'm not going to be okay. Like
I'm trending downwards.
I'm going to feel sick. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be like, fuck, it's 9 o'clock. I have to eat right now. I'm like about to miss my window. I've got to like eat this food right here, right now. So like normally food doesn't have to take a priority. You can just put food, like I'm going to take care of this, and then I'll eat whenever I have time.
Yep.
It's like, nope, you have to be like, I got to eat right now.
Yeah.
That's the only hard part about it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like, wait, everybody hold.
Yeah.
The window's going down.
I gotta eat chicken sausages. I'm so sorry.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I've done that to you at work a couple times where I'm like, did I need to eat my chicken? I'm sorry.
Oh, we're good. We're chilling. It's like, yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, just 5 chicken sausages to my dome. Just
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but only reason I'm really getting into the weeds about it with you guys is because I know people want to lose weight, and it was pretty simple to lose fat at a pretty good rate.
It could be, yeah. It's not easy, but it's simple. Very simple.
Yeah.
Caloric deficit. Intermittent fasting is the double-edged sword, or it hits you on both sides with the double positive, because it makes it easier to restrict your calories because you're literally cutting off hours that you're not even eating.
Yeah.
And then, then like the fasting process itself and how your body handles the fasting process and giving your body like 16 hours or so of a break from digesting and doing all that and allowing itself to... It has some healing powers, bro. I've been talking about fasting before when I get sick and whatnot. I remember mentioning that, but the fasting just has its own crazy powers, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's like the sauna. It's like an ice bath.
No, I have a video from Julian that talks about what happens when you fast for 36 hours. At like,
that's a lot.
At 8 hours, this is happening. At 12 hours, 24, 30, 36. And it's like, it's your organs, and they're like animated and they're talking. And then there's like the person that's like, hey guys, we're going to fast. And your body's like, what? It's like, no more food. And they're like, what are you doing? You're going to kill us. But then it gets to a point where like after 12 hours, they start to have positive benefits. So that's why you aim to have a 16-hour window, is because hours 12 to 16, some crazy, like your body realizes, oh shit, we have to send extra nutrients, extra cells to repair.
Send the reserves.
Yeah.
Calling the troops, calling the cavalry.
Because we don't have no food to use, and it's getting scary. So then when they send that extra I'm scared resource to your liver and your kidneys and your stomach, it's a big bump for them. And then the reason to go to 36 is between 24 and 36. If you have damaged cells in any of your organs, your body sends something akin to like a stem cell, and it gets rid of and replaces the damaged cells in your kidney. But you could carry a damaged cell in your stomach for 10 years. Like when you were 25, drank too much, weren't eating right, eating too much Whataburger at midnight, ritualistically. Might just be talking about my own story. And then then you're 35 and your stomach's just like constantly always hurting. You can't eat certain things. Gotta avoid. You can't eat rice because it's like makes your stomach throb. You're kind of not sure what's going on with that. Then if you do this one time, you could repair cells in your stomach and then just be better. So a 36-hour fast. That's. You were like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on either, but like that's a brief kind of like layman summary.
Like whatever that's what that's pointing to.
Yeah, it can make it super worthwhile to do it.
Supercharges. Our body has super crazy natural powers, natural abilities. We're producing DMT in our minds right now. Yes. Am I wrong?
I had a moment where I felt like I was releasing DMT last week, and it was hard to handle.
Okay.
If you want to hear that story, I don't know.
It's like riding a jet ski.
Yeah, it was just a lot. It was just too much. Okay, I can remember. It was the day that I took a cut from work.
Friday.
Yes. So like I'm in the gym and it was just a lot because like my whole day was telling me that it was an off day. I'm like, this is an off day. It was like, man, I just felt bad. I'm hogging the mic so much.
No, you're good.
All right, here we go. I'm going to go in. Sorry.
Just chilling. Now you're talking about.
I'm trying to be a listener these days.
We're talking about change, man.
Okay, so I'm trying to go hard for October. I got really inspired by the sober Octobers. Did a ton of fasting this past year. I feel competent in the fasting field, but on this Friday, I was just at an all-time low. I woke up feeling bad. I had a migraine when I woke up. I knew it was because of my fasting and a couple nights of not wanting to make the food and take it to work, or being at work and not wanting to stop working to go eat my food, where I was just like, fuck it, I just want to eat dinner, bro. I'm like, I'm good. I can do it. I've seen myself do it already a few times this month. It's so weird how my body doesn't need food like it used to. I can just go. I'm good. It's crazy. And so
the Goggins, bro.
Yeah, you don't need it. And it's funny because I thought I did need it. And then after 6 weeks of fasting, it's just different, bro. It's so crazy. Your brain chemistry changes. The way you think about things changes.
the way you conceptualize what's normal or what's achievable.
Like a 36-hour fast is not I could do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've definitely done over 24 for sure. I've probably done close to like 30.
There's times where you eat breakfast. This is how you do it. You would eat breakfast at like 10 a.m. and then miss your dinner before your window closes. So then you wake up 10 a.m. It's been 24. Now it's just 12 hours of intentionality, and you can do anything for 12 hours. So then that would be I could do it so easily. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You can make it happen.
Okay, backpedal to what the fuck I'm talking about here, which was
feeling like DMT dropped your brain at work.
Okay, so then my whole day is telling me you need to like recover. You need to recover. I didn't have any food in my fridge. I woke up with a migraine from being hungry, and I didn't quite have time to go to the store because I didn't want to use that time. I wanted to try to finish some content for my friend, and then I didn't get the content done. And then I look at my laundry basket trying to figure out a workout outfit. I have no fucking clothes. I literally have no clothes. No more underwear. No more socks to match. No more dope shorts. I think I've got a pair of some really short Adidas shorts that were mislabeled and I bought the wrong size. I don't want to wear those. And I'm just like, fuck, bro. And then I scrambled together. I think I just throw on like, I find in a gym bag an old gym outfit that I had stored for a gym workout that I didn't go do. And I'm like, what are the odds I have this care package? So I'm like, all right, just keep it moving, get to the gym. And I'm just like sweating this whole time. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like clammy and like a sweaty fuck. And I get outside and the sun's beating down on my migraine. And I'm just like, God damn it, bro. And I get to the gym and I'm like, I haven't eaten like fucking since yesterday breakfast. I'm like, I don't want to do this bench. I don't think I could even do 185. And I'm trying to go up to 205. And then I go into the gym and I'm just like shooting the basketball. And I'm just like, this is dick, dude. I don't like this. And then at that point they're offering a cut. And I'm like, no, like I'm not, I'll go to work. Like I'll just do the thing. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, it's no problem for me to fast. It's no problem for me to go into work and do this thing. But I felt like shit yesterday at work towards the end. I was pretty demoralized. My heart hurt. I was having a bad day yesterday. I feel like I'm having a worse day today. And I know I could go through with this and tough it out. But I remember on Tuesday, I was like, it just wasn't worth it. I should have just taken the cut. Just like money to time wise and my life balance and stuff. It just wasn't worth it that day. But then October is about collect all of them. Collect all of them. I don't care if it's not worth it. Do the fucking workout. Go to the work shift. It's like obedience training. Do it. And I'm like, I understand that and I can follow through on that. But I legitimately feel like I should just go home and eat and then come back and work out, catch up on my laundry, finish the content, do all that shit. So I just ask if I can do that. And they're like, oh yeah, definitely. And then I'm like, now I've transitioned into, I've executed this plan. And I'm starting to feel like high, first of all. Like the sun rays are coming in through the windows of the basketball gym and like shifting as my day shifts. Now we're like a lot of natural, almost sunset, like yellowish light is coming through where it was not as intense and more pale before. And I don't know why I'm noticing it so much. And I'm just like wondering if I made the right choice, the wrong choice. Well, I'm going to play basketball now that I've got a little bit of free time. I'm here. They were going to play. What if I get injured today? What if I tear my Achilles? And I'm like, you should have gone to work, you stupid fuck. Now I'm just like weighing all this shit out of my mind. And it's just like hard to breathe almost, dude. And I'm like, I feel like I'm high as fuck.
Some weight on your chest.
Yeah. I'm like, I think that's the right choice through the tea leaves. Like, I'm not being a bitch. Like, I know how to fast. And I'm like, do you, pussy? Because you're not doing it right now. Like, you're not doing the thing. Like, I don't know. I still don't know.
Okay.
But then I paid a service to that. I'm like, okay, let's do the thing. Let's work out. Let's go home and do all the laundry and get the groceries and do the thing and re-up for sure. But then I'm like, man, like you need to go hard because you're still not going as hard as where you want to be. You're not at the level you want to be at. The only way you can get to the level you want to be at is if you keep going hard. And today you just decided openly in the season of going that it was the right thing to not go hard. So your back is in the corner, pussy. Like you gotta go. And I'm just like, the only thing I can do is ask Jesus for strength. It's the only thing I can do is surrender to God.
Yeah.
In the middle of not doing the thing that I'm surrendering to God for the strength to do, it just was making me sick, dude. It was making me sick. But I needed it. I needed to recover.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's the thing is you had depleted too far. You fucked up a while ago. And then now you're like, I want to slap the floor and play defense, and you can't because your Gatorade cup's fucked up because you fucked up a while ago. So you got to like get all the way right, dog. Like keep trying to go up because it's a long season. It's like this game was unwinnable, bro. Like starting left guard was out. I know you really locked in and watched
a long season.
You watched a lot of film, bro.
It's a long season.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a long season.
So one of the reasons I got animated and said, let's start the podcast is because I thought this might bridge back into like when you were talking about a week is like fucking up one day isn't going to like necessarily harm you, but you cannot live in that mindset.
You can't stay there.
You can't live in the place where I'm like, oh, I don't need to do it this morning because I've got other mornings I can do it. It's like, that'll kill you. And there's going to be days where it's like, I needed to re-up that day. So like, you can't be like, okay, no more. I'm on my last strike. Don't take any more strikes. Because sometimes strikes are just fucking coming.
They're coming.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Shit just gets fucked up sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Accidents happen. Mistakes. Other people's accidents. It's like,
so I know I'm talking a lot and I'll get off the mic, but the moral of all of that thought thing that I'm trying to present to you is that my perception of just like up or down.
And you felt the DM tree just like...
It was just hitting me hard, dude. Yeah, I felt lit up. I felt like I couldn't just go back. That was actually what I was describing when I was saying I was too in my head one day and I knew what it was like. And so if you're going through that, like I want to pray for you because I'm like, I can't stop I'm like playing basketball, but I'm just like thinking about all of these things, you know? And it was just like running through my body a little bit. I was trying to see if I could feel it coming from my spine out to the rest of me, if that's like what endogenous DNT does. I don't know. Yeah. The other weird thing though is that I was playing the best basketball of my life, dude.
Just hitting it.
At one point I get a pick off a ball steal and the whole defense collapses on me while I'm like catching and running through.
Are you playing basketball with people?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I can't be present in the moment because I'm tripping on endogenous DNT. It feels like, dude, I was like a lot going on in my, but while this is all happening, dude, I pick the ball off, go pull up from half court, turn around and look at my teammates with stank face. Like, you know who the fuck I am? You know who the fuck I am? And I watched them go from, why did he shoot that? 4 people. Why did he, to, oh, and I was like, that's what it feels like.
Woo! Yeah.
I've done it before where I shot and turned around and it's gone in and I had to ask. I'm like, that went in, right? Yeah, good shot. But that one was different. I looked at them and they're like, oh my dog, come here. And then they're looking at me, looking at them like, oh, that's some him shit, dude. Holy shit, I'm gonna dap you up,
That's
dog.
different.
And so like that
and Steph Curry embodies that. Whatever that thing is.
Literally, I'm like, that's what he feels like. That's what turning around, like, I didn't get it before. But when you see their faces electrically light up and then they're looking at you, looking at that, that's why you do it.
I just did the thing.
I was doing just...
Let me watch you watch me do the thing.
Yeah. I was imitating Steph Curry when I was turning around. But then I understood why he did it in that moment for the first time.
He's imitating.
Yeah. And so and then I didn't want to be like, stories you won't believe. I did some cool shit the other day, bro. There's like a phrase for it when someone's just like bragging about some shit that no one would ever, some shit you did on Halo or whatever. But to tell you that I am like sickly in my own head at some level, like tripping on this heavy weight of not being good enough or not going where I want to go or like manifesting the life I want to manifest, because I'm feeling all this. It feels like I'm high. I'm asking myself, are you on DMT right now? And then physically with my body, I'm just playing insane. I made 3 game winners, 3 games in a row. By the third one, I'm like, just give me the ball. It's like,
I'm going to shoot this.
I know this is going in. Anywhere, anytime, any place. I'm going to do some whoop, whoop. Got him. So, and then I'm trying to be like, does that mean I made the right choice? And then after a while, I'm like, just leave the gym. Like, or go lift the weights. Like, get out of playing basketball, because otherwise you're going to spend the whole day just playing basketball. That's fucking dumb. And I was like, I need to service this day. Like, I need to make it, okay, you wanted to recover, then recover. Like, actually do it. Get caught up. So then when you do 4 loads of laundry, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy how, and then I'm still kind of tripping when I get home. And I just like got all the trash in the trash can until it was full. Then tied it up, pulled it out, and then pulled out the trash can and then like swept up around all that area right there. And then took a step back and I felt 2 degrees better. Just like a little better. Yeah. And I was like, that's what this is, man. Like, as you
see something, do it. You see something, do it.
And then I started then it got to half the sink of dishes. I felt a little more better. Countertops, whole thing. And then by the time I'm done, like as I'm recovering the house, my spirit is like not feeling like when you're on mushrooms and you're like, this is a lot. I feel like I'm looking at too much of my own shit right now, bro.
It's a lot. It's deep.
Yeah, bro.
It's a lot going on.
I started to feel better, like enjoy the trip. I'm like, oh, life's just a trip.
I think the feeling of feeling better is like getting closer to the moment that we were talking about at the very beginning. Like what we're talking about, like be here, be present. If you can be fully present and fully here, you can find it. Like I think it's love. It feels amazing.
Yeah.
But there's so many things pulling you away from that. And then whenever you're like cleaning your house, and those things that are pulling you away from that are like allowing some of the naturally occurring bullshit that you have to deal with. You all have to deal with day to day. You got to get groceries, toilet paper, fucking toiletries, brushing your teeth, this hygiene, daily maintenance, and then your financial bills and your like career goals or whatever job you're working right now. How are you supporting? How you eating?
You're talking right at me, bro. You're talking right at me.
And those things are all pulling us away from the moment. If we can get rid of all those things, they're all pulling us away from the moment. But that's part of being human, is having all those things on you.
Yes.
So whenever you can conquer those things slowly, one by one, you are literally just getting closer to the moment. Or those things don't pull you as much.
Yes.
There might be other things that pull you, but we're all just trying to get here to the moment because it's so beautiful.
Yes.
And it's just so loving. And everything's good.
Yes.
Everything's good here.
All of those things are going on. Like I think I've heard a good field goal kicker described as someone who their job is to step into a moment and be comfortable there, natural there, routine, rhythmed there, competent there. But some people can't even get into the moment. Game's on the line.
Dude,
my wife's at home thinking
the game is on the line. You're away in a playoff game and you're a kicker in the snow. What the fuck are we talking about? This is some crazy people.
Maybe you got a tumultuous relationship and then you got a son who's like 12 getting into football, not sure if he thinks kickers are lame, and you're like,
some health shit. Some health shit in the house,
Yeah, dude.
Got some family drama going on.
It's like how able are you to hold those things, be a good man to those things,
give full respect and authority or like a effort and energy
and importance and and the right kind. It's difficult. Fucking big dragons, dog. They're huge. And able to transmute into the moment and then be good at your job. It's like everyone has to do that all the time with everything, but a field goal kicker, a place kicker, that it's like hyper magnified. That's literally their job.
This is the moment.
Yeah.
We could win or lose the game right now.
They don't even have another job on the team.
No.
They're
doing that and doing kickoffs, right?
Sometimes. Some guys are just that guy.
Yeah.
It's because they're so good at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyways, but it's really magnified in that place. Another thing I'd heard about being in the moment, someone described Michael Jordan as his best skill, and the reason why he was so good was because he was able to be in the moment better than anybody else. Just to be playing basketball. It's like, give a fuck about anything. I'm playing basketball. I'm like floor slapping. I'm in this moment. I'm competing with you right here until you want to go back to your life. You want to start thinking about your team, New York, the club, your wife, whatever the fuck you do to get by in life, to have a good time, to enjoy things. I'm here until you're ready to go back to that, because you can't be here anymore with me. I'm like, that's fucking powerful, bro.
Yeesh.
That's powerful, bro.
That's crazy.
It's also derailing.
That's deep.
If you live like that, you'll miss out on some things, you know.
It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. Yeah, he was. Yeah, just a different mindset of channel of the now, the moment.
It's being engaged. I think that's really it. Like he knew what the reporters were writing in the cities he was going to, because he was that engaged with the game of basketball, with the league, with the standings, with the culture. I think he was really just locked in. And it's easy when you're fascinated by it. You have a passion for it. You love it. You're addicted to it.
He was able to be the hero.
that would make it really easy to be addicted to
it. Able to be the hero in the narrative of the story.
Yeah, he was just different.
Getting bucks. Not saying that he was a particularly amazing person. I don't think he's a particularly bad person. I don't know anything about him. But as far as on the basketball court, that man was the hero.
Yeah.
6-0.
We'll never understand what he
6-0.
Argument ender, in my opinion, frankly. Yeah.
Like, he never got to be the not winner.
At that point, you have to change the argument.
Yeah, he broke the story.
Yeah.
He became Tom Brady too, to a degree.
He did the thing. I mean, we're all trying to write a great book.
Lost to Eli.
He did. That's another story that I love. When we're talking about Tom Brady, it's kind of sad that he lost those ones. But for Eli Manning's story, to beat Tom Brady like that is a sick story.
Beating your brother.
Yeah, and you're the younger brother.
Yeah,
his story's crazy. You know how many times he got kind of shit on because he wasn't Peyton. It's like, yeah, well, I got
him.
You know what I did?
You get him twice?
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah. See, that's cool. That's a cool story,
bro. Yeah, his story's cool. So like,
that's a cool story.
As much as when we talk about Tom Brady, it's like he did have to take his lumps. I'm like, but it made Eli Manning's story so cool
too.
Yeah, and that made his story so cool. I read his fucking book, man. His book is great. It's in my bookshelf.
Nick Foles.
I'll give it to you, man. It's awesome.
Nice.
I read it.
I'm sure it's on Spotify.
Probably, yeah. I read it in like 3 weeks over December in Christmas time. Just coming home and reading an hour a night. It's not that long. But yeah, he's just a really faith-based Christian guy who just believed in doing the right thing, trying to be the best he can be, was okay with being the backup, and just like really stewarded that team in that position, and then gets called upon in the second half of the Super Bowl to lead them into the promised land. And it's just like, makes you want to cry, man. He was just doing the right thing and called his number, and he came through and he won the game. It's beautiful, man.
Beautiful story.
Beautiful story.
Beautiful story.
Against the Goliath, you know?
Yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that's, you know what I'm saying? So Jordan used to be the hero, though. So that's argument ender.
Yeah. Yeah, his life is really cool.
Stories are so great.
He went and played baseball.
Love it.
He's like, fuck you, I'm going to play baseball. Like, I'll just go do other things, bro.
I'll do whatever I want to do.
I'll take my talents to another sport. And then he's like, all right, I'll come back.
Fuck South Beach.
Yeah. Take it to Mars.
Dude, that was... Who was that, Bo? Bo Jackson?
That took his talents to South Beach?
No, that did both. Baseball and football.
Yeah. He was talented enough, I guess. His thing was he
got injured.
He got injured because he got wraparound tackled, which they outlawed nowadays, but they pretty much, I think the reason they ended up getting outlawed is because there were similar Bo Jackson injuries. But what ultimately happened is a guy was wrapped around him from the back because Bo Jackson's running away from him because he's fucking amazing. So it's like one of the only ways you could tackle him, really. So this guy's like, and then Bo Jackson took a strong, hard, horse-driven step forward and ultimately pulled his hip out of socket because of how much force he had. Yeah.
He was too strong.
Destroyed his own body and then just couldn't run the same after that.
Yeah.
Tore his hip.
Yeah, some sort of fucked up leg, lower body. Yeah, just yanked himself out of it.
The other thing is it tore his hip on a blood vessel, and the being torn on the blood vessel really fucked him up, and it was like dangerous at that point. It was different than just a normal injury, too.
It didn't look like anything crazy either.
No.
On film when you watch it.
No.
It's nothing crazy.
But it cooked him, man, and then he was a legend.
Yeah.
That's a sad story.
Stories, man. Fucking stories, man.
His story's a sad story.
This is where ESPN gets the 30 for 30s, man. This 30 for 30s be crazy out there.
I see it like
we
a
love
shelf.
The story of sports.
I'm like, oh yeah, Bo Jackson. Right here. I remember it was on Artery.
Yeah. Dude, Bo Jackson. Man. But Michael Jackson, it's a sacrifice to get to either way, we're all sacrificing. And it's just cool, I guess, that Michael Jordan got to be the hero every time.
We'll never know what culture...
But he lost. He lost on his way up, you know. But when he was there, though, nah. Yeah. He had to get through the Pistons.
Yeah.
He had to get through New York.
He had to go take Dennis Rodman for the second run. That had to feel cool for him, you know what I'm saying? to have that second team, and then he had to be like a good leader and self-sacrificial. Like, well, he really helped Dennis Rodman because Rodman didn't really respect anybody else. He had to help Scotty because Scotty was getting like pushed out of the limelight, but also like he was pushing him out of the limelight, so he had to like kind of figure out a way to deal with that mentally and like make the team work. And then also like Steve Kerr wanted to punch him in the face, so on some level, then he has to pass the ball to Steve Kerr so that they can win a championship. You know, it's like there's just a lot. It's a beautiful story, man. It's great.
The Last Dance. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool.
We love those stories, dude.
So I'd be praying that my story ends up a happy, you know, I guess comedy, not a tragedy, you know?
Yeah. Ultimately, it's just the belief that whatever your story is, it was preordained, you know?
What's been helping me a lot with that? I just kind of made the connection is, on a separate note, helping me a lot is just taking life kind of lightheartedly has been a recipe for success for me. Another way I've put it is there's a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's like how to not stress yourself out. And I think like whatever that book's about, I think I've been doing that. It's just like being lighthearted. It's like I'm not taking anything too seriously, except, you know, I want to be doing what I'm doing. But as far as like, I don't know, my attitude or my mood, instead of being like, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to white knuckle it. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm getting it done, brother. Floor slap ball. It's like how it normally can be sometimes internally. It's like I'm just like listening to Forrest Frank, just like execute, vibe, chill. And then that would, when I said comedy or tragedy, I'm like the mood of a comedy, like my lightheartedness fits that, you know?
I'm always able to see the happy ending.
Well, that's good too.
Get the silver lining. You know?
Yeah.
That's it. It's either comedy or tragedy, and that's the defining differentiating factor.
I didn't know that. It makes sense when you say it.
All's well that ends well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. So I guess, the silver lining is important. One silver lining is the more you
see
suffer.
how God working.
Yeah.
Look for it. As if your life depends on it. You know?
That's the all's well that ends well. That's the core stones of that philosophy.
The comedy, yeah.
Yeah.
Also maximize your contribution, work hard, follow God.
Yeah.
Red Clay Strays, man.
Yeah.
It's a dope podcast.
Yeah.
I heard that song that they released. What was it called? People Hating?
I didn't listen to it.
Shit bangs.
Right.
I just saw it in passing on Instagram. I was just like, okay. This is kind of tight.
What's it called? People Hating?
People Hating. Yeah.
It's cool. It was like the Spotify pushing stuff.
No, it was just on Instagram.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
It was just a video on their page that just got suggested to me.
Nice. That's cool.
I was listening to Joe Rogan, I guess, and shit.
I hope they do well.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I rock with them.
Dude, yeah. But that guy was pointing to the idea is like, work hard, follow God. People ask me how to make it. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. Hell, I don't know.
I think, if you maximize your contribution and always are trying to be in a relationship with the thing that gives you the ability to identify a silver lining, like that consciousness, that's wisdom too, you know?
Yeah.
That's wisdom.
Yeah. I've been thinking about wisdom.
Maximize your contribution. So I guess two different, you need like the spirit that allows you to identify silver linings, and then the spirit that allows you to be disciplined enough to take the now stressors off of you or build some sort of combatant strategy to attack these dragons. Yeah, fortify your mind and rise.
Yeah, exactly.
How can you fortify your mind?
Yeah.
If you can fortify your mind and like just look for the silver lining, you're good. That's it, dog.
Yeah.
That's why Goggins is amazing. That's why we fuck people like that with those kind of stories. Goggins' story, or like Cam Haines. Crazy people. Going nuts.
Yeah.
Doing impossible shit.
Yeah, the current when you speak about fortify your mind, I think it's like the current circumstance, no matter how depressing it is, no matter how despair it is, stressful, all of that, it's just like God is a good father who has a plan for your life.
And God is bigger than both of those things I was talking about.
100%. You know what I'm saying? All he's doing is like from the lens of a loving father with love and passion, trying to help you to follow the way, the truth, and the light to what would be the best possible outcome you could have for your life, which is God is omnipotent,
ever present.
But on another, the upward limits of the beauty of your life is unbeknownst to you, unbeknownst to me, unbeknownst to Justin, unbeknownst to you. It's too nuanced and complicated for how beautiful a situation could truly become. The way that like the way you got the job and what you actually do with the job and what you did as a kid with your father and how it connected with the thing. It's like, it can make the art that is walking into the door of work so uniquely beautiful to you that no one else would understand it if they had that job. But for you, that situation is every day just like looking at such a beautiful piece of art, but instead of looking at an art that makes you say like, wow, people are good painters, I'm shook. It'd be like your life would be like, God's so amazing, I'm shook. I can't believe this is what I do.
Whatever's generating my experience of the moment, of the now, my presence, whatever I'm interfacing with every second, that thing.
Yes.
It's like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's just art. Just makes you cry. Art.
Yes, bro. Exasperated, yes, is what my subtitle said. Yes. But okay, so what I'm describing though is that like you have a good father that loves you and is doing everything he can to have you just follow the way, the truth, and the light. And that looks like this beautiful art life that we're describing here. It's like everything he's doing is trying to get you there, what he's designed for you. And we're constantly being shitty kids, like Israel.
In rebellion.
Attitude, complaining, rebellious.
Moses is in Exodus.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just shitty kids, bro. And it's like...
And want to go back.
No kid... Does any parent say, oh, I just have a shitty kid, bro? Like, don't always get a good one, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Ultimately, yeah, you're trying to have the parental relationship, or like the idea at least of the love that you have for like your child. It's just like a translative metaphor.
It's lame and cliche. Parenthood is full of cliches, but I understand my relationship with God differently because I have a kid, because I love her so much. I'm just like, oh,
I would do anything for this kid.
Yes,
I want to give you the world.
Like,
but I have to course correct you.
Yeah. The way she makes me feel when she just wakes up in the morning. Like, I wake her up, I pick her up, I sing to her, I set her down. She doesn't know really that I've just picked her up for her day, that I've just sang to her, which is a weird thing to do. I just lay. Good morning, Demi. How are you?
Okay, word.
I hope you're feeling fine. So get out of bed and wake up your sleepy head, 'cause I love you all the time.
Is that an original? Your mom sang that to you?
My mom sang that to me as a kid.
Gas, bro.
I don't know if that's...
Gas, bro.
I'm not sure if she wrote that or if that's from a thing in the 80s or what.
Okay.
But it means a lot to me when I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, yeah, that's keeping your mother's spirit in there, bro. She doesn't even know that's happening,
Yes and no, She didn't know when she was singing it to me necessarily that was going to happen, But I think she's still with us.
A little bit.
She's definitely with us when I sing it in a different kind of spiritual way. So yeah. But Demi doesn't know, you know what I'm saying, that I'm like getting her ready for her day, and like that I'm transcending the blessed spirit of my mom into this moment so that she can feel and enjoy it. Like all of the emotion attached to that is like a little bit unbeknownst to her. And then she's like stretching, and I'm like changing her diaper. She doesn't even really know I'm changing her diaper. I drop her in the bath because she needs a morning bath, and she's just like, oh, nice, I'm chilling. This feels all good. She's super happy, and like she doesn't even know how much it means to me whenever I pick her up and she just like cuddles up against me and is super happy. Like the emotion that I get from that, right? It's like, if you could, then I think about God as a father like that. To me, it's so different than how I ever would have like wrapped my mind around the words father,
Yeah.
But like that level of love for wanting you to have a good life, that's like it's not like he just wants your worship and you have to sacrifice your life away. And it's not like big government where you're going to like, yeah, they're watching out for me, but I pay a hefty tax. It's just like pure positive goodness and love. And we just rebel against that all the time. Like
that is our nature.
Speak personally, like dumbasses.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys feel like that, but
oh yeah.
Life's
we're all dealing with that. That's what we're doing here. That's what the Bible's pointing towards, dude. That's why this podcast is so lit.
Yes. I'll take it a step further. I'm sorry I'm talking so much.
No,
but
please.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's where it gets tumultuous. Here's where life gets tricky. Finicky. I wouldn't call it difficult because God's on your side and he can make it simple.
You already won.
You literally already won. Yeah. But where it gets a little finicky on you is that like, if in that relationship, it's like, oh, well, I'll just stop rebelling against God. It's like, Demi doesn't want to rebel against me, like, because she's disinterested in the love that I'm giving her or like what it means to her. And it's like rebelling against God tangibly in life. It looks like us just not doing the thing that we're supposed to do. And that's a much more tricky task. It's not like just making sure we call God and tell him we love him before we go to bed. It's like we would just do that. We would have that relationship with him where we're like you have with your parents or your spouse or anything else. It would be a person in your life that you just like kept in your life, you know? But that's like, it's literary. So what that literally looks like though is, are you being a good person? Which is hard to define, but like, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Are you hitting the mark?
Yeah.
Are you hitting the mark?
Are you true with your words and actions?
Yes. And then the one thing about life is, if you were just like watching life as an alien, I think what we do every day is fucking crazy. You get in your car and somehow you don't crash. It's like you make it there. And then like also you have like finances, so you have these bills coming in, but somehow you balance that. So you have this health you have to take care of. It's like you eat every day. We take that for granted. Because like there was a couple days where I didn't really eat every day, especially with this fasting and shit like that. And I'm like, dude, to go out of your way to design 3 meals that fit your macros and like to buy the groceries and then prepare that food and then eat that food, it's a fucking...
Do the dishes that you use to make that food.
Yeah. How the fuck do y'all do that? I don't want to do that every day.
Right? You know? We have that. That's a thing pulling us from the now everyone's dealing with.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
I was feeling it heavy when I was like DMT tripping. That was one thing I thought about. It's like, it's just so much.
It's so complicated.
And we're able to blink it out for the most part.
Yeah. The truth behind it is so complicated. Like your thought process and like your behavioral actions of your thought process.
Yes. Yes, bro. But to be on top of those things, to manage the weight of that, and to take your personal trauma and do your best to turn it into love, not hate, and to me that's when we talk about bearing your cross, that's a lot of what that means to me. Is like the things that are fucked up about you, you're gonna reciprocate out of that and become someone who is more loving because of that, and then you're doing that with a whole heart because you're bearing the cross. That's like, you know, that's what you have to do here. It is difficult, yes. But the sacrificial nature of the Christ-like metaphor, it's like it is hard, but that's the sacrifice you make to be a good Christian. So, but that's what would be like, hey man, how are you doing? Like, I miss you, man. It's like, what have you been up to, dude? You catch the game last night? That's how I have a relationship.
What do you got in your power?
That's how I have a relationship with Luke and with you, you know, and with Dylan. But the relationship with God is like, yes, you can communicate like that, but it's different because like what you're communicating about is your life. And like,
it is the relationship that generates all your relationships.
Oh, bars. Yeah, dude. So it's different. So that's what being at Rebel Conference and really wanting to like, you know, because I feel it, and I've heard pastors talk about it. It's like when you're at revival, you're so
charged.
Yeah. It's like, how does that translate outside of the church, you know? Some of it's like you want to give back to the community. You literally want to help other people, you know? You're like, soldier of God. I just got tapped on the shoulders. I just got the new helmet. I'm ready to rock. I got my new uni. Like, let's go pray for people in the sauna and donate to charity. And like, but I think a lot of it is also just like applying the Christian values that the Bible is trying to get you to conceptualize through all of its metaphors, because life is a bunch of metaphors on your side. So you're trying to translate these values and reintegrate them back into your own storyboard, and then to do the Christian value within the storyline of your own story.
However that looks for you.
Yes.
And your story. We're talking about stories. Yeah.
And then when I was talking about aliens having that 30-degree view of us doing the impossible every single day, it's like, you are doing the impossible every single day through the power of Jesus Christ, through God's generation of your experience. There's a million RNGs that could happen. You could have a flat tire any day of the week. Anytime you drive, you could get a flat tire, but you don't. Not at such a... If we all got flat tires at such a rate that it was too expensive to drive cars, that would be like a thing.
Happen.
Yeah, it would happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like my windshield got cracked like a month ago before I moved into the new spot. And I was like, how often does that shit happen, you know? Not very often.
Nah, dude.
I've never had that. I've been driving for a while now. And how many times have you had your windshield like cracked?
I would say definitely I can remember 2 times where I had to like intentionally get it fixed because it was getting worse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
One time I just came out of the gym and it was just cracked. I felt like somebody backed into me or something.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fucked.
That sucks.
And then the other time I think it was like a rock hit it and it just slowly kept getting bigger.
Yep.
And so it's like, okay, you got to get this fixed because it's going to keep getting bigger.
Mine got bigger quick too.
Really?
Because I guess it was hot, I don't know. But it was hot. I guess we moved in September, like middle of September. So this happened maybe beginning of September, end of August. Or yeah, somewhere in that time frame. And just the idea that it's never happened before. And it's like the timing of things is no coincidence. And like the challenges that are presented and the limitations that are put on you at any given moment, always, all the time, because there always are limitations being put on you always at every single moment. And your ability to recognize those limitations and do the right thing, or do the thing that gets you to the higher elevation, do the thing that gets you the extra mile energy, you know what I'm saying? Or like I'm going to try to, whatever that is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The more Christ-like energy.
Yeah.
The more proper upper aiming sacrifice that only I can conceptualize, and then you got to realize that there's something above your conceptualization. You got to let go at some point. There's something smarter than you. Like, you don't know everything about everything. Who's the Browns starting quarterback in 97? What's his completion percentage?
Right.
It's like, you just don't know those things because they're irrelevant to you, but like, what's making things irrelevant and relevant to you? And your intensity towards the relevant things and making yourself do those relevant things.
Some of it's your own perception.
Yeah, some of it's like irrelevant.
But we haven't.
You can't label everything irrelevant, but you do because we have to.
Right. That's the whole food thing.
Yeah.
Think about it.
We don't even think about it.
But
you're always talking about what you're having for dinner.
Always.
What you having for lunch?
A lot of conversation.
Y'all hungry? Let's go get some food.
It's a lot of everyday conversation.
Want to go on a date? Let's go get some food.
Yeah. Where do you want to eat?
Anniversary? Go get some food.
Yeah, right. Just habitually with all the things we're doing.
Birthday? We're gonna make some food.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. We're making some good food.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What do we think about it?
We feast. It's wine. There we go. I was trying to talk about wine to you earlier, and I think about wine is interesting because there's a Latin adage, wine. Some people view wine as like a truth serum, where in goes wine, out goes truth. That's a Latin phrase, and the idea of a spirit entering your body, and I guess having you behave more in line with what the spirit would behave with your
chemistry.
Yeah, with if it were your body, if it were your life, like how you would be more like the spirit. Tequila's like you would rage a little harder. You'd be up a little later. We'd be like feeling ourselves a little more, be a little more confident. Whereas like whiskey, I'm a little more southern draw. How you doing, gentlemen?
Molasses dripping out the mouth.
That's what whiskey does to me. I don't know if that's what that spirit does to y'all.
No, yeah, I feel you.
But it gets me more.
That's what you're saying.
Bigger leg stance, a little more laid back, and I want to smoke the cigar, and I want to tip my cowboy hat a little lower.
Yeah,
and I'll accidentally fall asleep on the couch.
Bourbon and cowboys,
but tequila is different. I'm like, so I don't know.
Mexico.
See,
like you have to grow it there to even call it tequila.
I don't know. Do you believe in spirits like that? Do you think that's a thing?
I think that's maybe why wine has such a pull sometimes, because people have said that it could take you to another place, or it's like a timestamp of like a time in a bottle, capturing the culture or capturing the that year in this place. It could like, maybe it has that maybe spirit, or like it is in there, and people experience it at different levels. The same way that you have like the cowboy, because I think of bourbon, I think of a cowboy. I think of tequila, I think of Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah. Maybe that's just on our own perception. Our beliefs become our reality. But
is that racist? Is that wrong?
Cultural perception.
It's literally the truth. Like, you have to make Blue Weber agave in Mexico and call it tequila. You can't make fucking tequila in your backyard.
Yeah. I'm with you.
It's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, I guess you could have an agave factory, and on paper it's technically not tequila, but you'd be like, dude, it's fucking tequila. I mean, it's the same recipe, bro. I just grew it over here in Nevada. So like, there's that aspect to it, and then that's what I'm saying is I don't think that I think half of that is me just having a party feeling when I'm on tequila, and then that's my party feeling. Yeah. But like this up feeling though from the tequila, that is specific, I think, to the tequila. To
the ingredients that were put into the brew.
Yeah.
What you got in your brew.
How agave interacts with biochemistry is such that I think it when it hits me, how I perceive it is but it hits everyone with something that I think takes them a little up, a little too like, I want to party, I want to dance, I want to let's go to the next bar. Like, I don't need to go home yet. Whereas the whiskey is legitimately more of a downer, slower pace.
Yeah, yeah.
And I still have a good time on it. I still feel some, you know what I'm saying? Of course. Still get loose in that bitch, but
yeah. So I think maybe each wine bottle is like a spirit. Everything could, like, each of the substances could have a spirit, and then there's like the spirit of the alcohol itself,
Yeah.
And then that thing.
So there's the spirit of tequila and a difference. Okay, I got it. Sorry, I hope you can do that as a viewer. Okay. Because like the spirit of tequila is written in Mexican tradition.
Yeah.
Like what it means when you're having tequila, how it should hit you,
how the alcohol influences your experience.
Right.
Is different.
But then also
that's subjective.
Right.
That's subjective. And then objectively, it's like a Mexican thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
When we say spirit, there's a lot going on there. And it does have different biochemistry effects per spirit too, which you could.
Yeah, doesn't tequila keep you, or like like an upper?
I've heard that colloquially for sure, but I also just like experience it as well.
Okay, yeah.
Like witness to it, So that's why I believe in it. That's why I'm like, spirits is a weird word. Yeah. Yeah. If we're going to go like out on a birthday, I'm trying to like, have tequila. And
that's why the song Tequila Shots by Kid Cudi's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas there's different things. If sometimes you're having like, I think with the anniversary starting with champagne is a nice way to like set the tone. That's a good vibe.
Champagne has a celebratory aspect of the bubbles.
Yeah.
The ascension,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's going up from the bottom.
Yeah.
Champagne definitely has spirit. I guess sparkling in general, I think kind of has that aspect to it. We had the Prosecco.
Yes. And I was having
spirit
a great
of that
time.
thing.
Yeah. One of the things we can go down this line too, but where I started it from was to talk about that wine. In goes wine, out goes truth. But then just like separate thing, I was like, truth serum? Really? But then I'm like, it's in the Bible, like a lot.
Drinking wine?
Yeah. It's like a whole thing. Like
Jesus drank wine for sure.
Turn water into wine. It's
at the wedding.
One of the core principles of one of the tenets of the story you're supposed to carry as a miracle.
His first public miracle.
Yes, that's canon, bro. Like that's canon. You can't take that off the record, bro. That was one of the first times Jesus revealed himself to like a group of people as like a miracle worker. Mm-hmm. And what it meant to them is he clearly didn't condemn drinking wine at the wedding. In fact, he understood it culturally enough to provide more in America.
The best wine.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
At a time when he didn't have to do that. He goes above him. It's the extra mile, dog. It's the extra mile. And the contextual limitations of the story that is this person's wedding. It's not even like it's happening to him directly. It's this person's wedding, and the social ramifications are going to be on his mom's friend.
Yeah.
And his mom, I guess, by extension.
Yeah.
Like very indirectly. But still, it was like twice removed from it, and he's going to go above and beyond for this twice removed person. Above it, you know what I'm saying? That's what God we got.
That's what, yes, bro. Yes, absolutely.
The better is better. The better is better. Do it like, and follow it like selfishly. You know, it's like, don't you want an amazing life?
That's also
Don't you want an amazing life?
Of course you do.
Duh. By definition, duh. You know?
It's just hard not to be.
It's fucking hard to get in the moment. It's the hardest. It takes all of you. It takes everything you got.
Some people are so in the moment too, they're almost a mouth breather about it. Because like thinking about, don't you want a better life? It's not being in the moment or like sacrificing the moment for a better life. It's this blend. It's writing and listening like you're talking about, you know? It's doing both at the same time. It's like, I'm in the moment, but I'm using that moment for the embetterment of the moment. So that's what I do at the moment. But I'm not thinking about it too much. That's just what I do at the moment. And just like dancing that dance and not fucking it up. Yeah. That's can be difficult, but you can also get some rhythms. That was one thing.
Properly sacrificing the moments with your units of energy and time that you have allotted to you every day. Because I could feel when I'm like, all right, I'm about to start the dishes. But then I'm like, wait. I could better allot my time units if I start the laundry right now so that while the laundry's going, I could do the dishes then. And then by the time I'm done with the dishes, I can move the laundry instead of vice versa. And that's just like a beep, 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 beep.
Yep. There's a viewer out there that knows what we're talking about. I've felt that. You got to Tetris that.
Yeah.
The dishwasher.
You got to Tetris that. Yeah.
The dishwasher can also be a Tetris thing because it takes like 30-40 minutes for the dishwasher to go. So I'm like, wait, no, hold on. Do this part first. Well, no. Laundry, then this part, then that part, then this part, then that part, then this part. And then that's a good cue. That's how you solve the cue.
That's how you that's how you chop out the weeds as efficiently as possible with as many strokes as you have every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you get a bigger sword, and then that's a whole different thing. But either way.
Yeah, but that, and I don't know if I want to say this. I don't know if I believe this, but my brain's playing with the idea of like that's what you should be doing with life, is doing that, sacrifice the best moment for the best thing. I mean, doing the dishes and doing the laundry sucks. It's not like fucking hookers and cocaine, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, margaritas on the beach. Sorry, I couldn't think of what, you know the idea I'm trying to point to.
Okay, I'm with you.
It's not doing cool shit. It's not jet ski rides.
It's not sexy.
Nah, but it's what you need to do. You have to do it. It's like for the story to keep going, there's requirements. It's like Hogwarts has to stay open. Someone's got to cut the fucking grass at Hogwarts. You know what I'm saying? Someone's got to do the plumbing. Otherwise, Harry Potter can't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got to do that for your own life too. It's like you can't just have you have a job, and to get to that job, you have a car. It's like, but your storyline is like you're at work, but like you better get your oil changed, or you're not going to be at work like that. It's like presupposition things, you know, and those require maintenance and upkeep. Life's a lot of upkeep. You know what I'm saying?
A whole bunch.
Okay, you're always talking about that.
Bunch. The things you have to do every day to keep on having a day.
And ultimately and then doing those with a Christian value set and a loving heart is like
your best bet.
having the relationship with God we were talking about.
Yeah.
That's calling God and saying, what's up?
The relationship that generates your experience. Have a relationship with that thing.
Yeah, you've been talking about that a lot in your prayers.
That is the most.
And I've been conceptualizing it like more and more. The more you say it, the more I think about it.
What?
Thank you for like the generator of the experience. Like I want to have a relationship with the generator of the experience, with the generator of emotion.
Yeah.
Having a relationship with that thing because that scope is different.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's like what Pastor Ed was talking about on church on Sunday with the yoke or whatever. He had like a yoke for the oxen, and just like the idea that he's like, it's like, all right, here's like the spirits of, I think it's in Galatians, and Paul is talking about like the spirits of the flesh, and then the spirits of the fruits of the flesh and the fruits of the spirit, more or less the tangible life living of your experience in your moment. Your fruits, like what are you eating? Like the life you're living, like what are your fruits? The fruits of the spirit and the fruits of the flesh. And then he was like, all right, the fruits of the flesh, like look at all the, like you probably struggle with a couple of those. We're all struggling with a couple of those. The fruits of the spirit, like I'm not embodying those enough. It's like, okay, we're all not embodying those enough. It's not about trying to do either one of those things. It's about developing a relationship with the thing that is generating the choice to choose between those things, and for yourself to conceptualize, I'm not enough in this area. Okay, I'm doing good in this area. And it's like, Jesus. It's like just getting closer to Jesus will produce fruits that are the ones that you even want, you know?
Yes. Yes.
The idea of that, at least the proper sacrifice in the moment.
Yes.
And your ability to do it.
Only through the power of Jesus.
That's it. Developing a relationship with that thing allows you to do those things.
Yeah,
you don't have to try to do these things at this level, but we have to. We literally have to. We are hands-on. We are in this bitch.
Yeah. We're
on this shit.
Yeah.
But
all in. The
relationship with that spirit that animates this physical thing, hopefully I think I could testify to that for sure. Like developing a relationship with God and my conceptualization of what's generating my experience has definitely allowed me to identify what needs to be done and do it at a better pace, at a better rate, and try to go above and beyond, and try to push that limit in that direction.
That's hard.
And try to sacrifice, what's the uppermost sacrifice? What's the uppermost sacrifice?
Yeah.
And trying to do that. And having a relationship with the creative experience helps you actually do those things more than just trying to be really good at doing those things.
Yes.
It is both, though, because you have to maximize your contribution. That's the other part. That's the part that's really fucking hard.
That is really hard. But okay, yes. I wanted to say that there's, I don't know what I would call it, but when you're doing the dishes and you get halfway through the sink, and then like you're looking at the dishwasher and you're plotting the laundry, and you're just like, there's a moment in there where it's not hard. Like you've crossed the threshold of the thing was hard to do, and now you're just like doing the you get to work and you get that first table, then you get that second table, and you don't quite have that third table yet, and you're just, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. It's no longer difficult. But putting on the shoes to go on the run, or tying up, like getting through traffic to get to work, that's a more on par metaphor without getting too crazy. It's like that part's difficult. But then when you're in it and doing it, it's not so bad. Same thing with intermittent fasting. I would get in a run where there'd be like 2 or 3 days where I just fasted and worked out and didn't break the window. And I'm like, then I'm in a day where I'm like, I need to eat past my window. I didn't quite work out. And I'm like, fuck, like I'm like in the pits of the struggle of not doing the thing that I say I want to do. But like, there's also 3-4 day runs where it just like bloop, goes off. And you can't make excuses for yourself. Like, oh, I have runs all the time. That's a scary place. But like, you can shift the gear and get yourself back in the run of it's no longer difficult.
Yeah, you're just doing the thing.
I think that's something you should, that's what the DDR looks like. If I'm going to explain to you the dance steps, it's like impossible, but then you're hitting it and then it's no longer impossible. And then you try to ride that wave as long as you can. And then you get the bump and you get shaken off, and it's Sunday, now it's your off day, and you took a rest day, and you ate a little unhealthy, and now Monday's coming around, you got to get back to going to work and putting on the running shoes and making sure you did the laundry, and it's like, fuck, it's a lot. It's like, just catch the rhythm, because all of a sudden it's not a lot anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's just...
But it is a lot. But it is a lot. It takes everything. It's going to take everything you got. All the time you have, all the mind space you got. It's going to take everything.
You can crush.
To identify the proper sacrifice. And you can do it. And it feels great when you're doing it. You're just like, yes, fucking yes, bro. Yes. Yeah, I'm doing, like, when you're humming, when you're watching, or you're washing the dishes, you're getting all the timing of everything right with the laundry and cleaning and wiping the floors and doing the fucking shit. And like cleaning, I think it gets you there as well. Just like the idea of keeping something clean, like your room, like Jordan Peterson talks about, like back in the day metaphors. Just like there's something about whenever you have that the spirit of that, whatever that is, like what's the spirit of cleaning in body? It's like cleanliness is next to holiness. Definitely heard that adage before. But I think there's a truth in that. It's pointing to an idea where cleaning represents a clean place versus a dirty place. Like, if you're going to have to be in one, what would you rather, like, do it selfishly. You know what I'm saying? But time's a motherfucker. Time is,
I think cleanliness
pressing on us.
Cleanliness is like almost tied to entropy. I think they could be like cousins because things just get dirty.
It is. That's one of the biggest parts of the maintenance thing we got to deal with. You're human, and then also like your surrounding environment just get dirty.
Yes,
it's just what happens. You wash your car, it's gonna get dirty again. You clean your dog, he's gonna get dirty again. So
yes,
it's just like your hair, like all of that shit.
You can't even really go one day. Even if you did nothing all day, you still would be like dirty from the day.
Yeah, like, I feel kind of. I need to want to clean myself.
Yeah,
cleanse.
Yeah, so that's what, and then maybe that's why cleaning is such a powerful thing, is because it's the proper maintenance of entropy, and we're acting it out. So then when that translates metaphysically, it's like, what is that person doing? It's like handling entropy as well as he can. It's like, oh, fuck, that's powerful. Like, situations get better in that, you know?
And it's a balance, because you can't be... The rate at which things are getting dirty, does it exceed the rate at which you can clean them? So, like, you could be cleaning forever?
That's almost gluttony, I think, is the idea, almost metaphysically, of are you over imbalance such that you're causing too much for you to be able to recognizably maintain, and that's a non-sum game. Like, it won't continue. So I think that's almost that you have to balance that too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but whenever you're doing it right and you're humming, you got a good little rhythm going on. Try to build those rhythms in weeks, and then after enough of those weeks, like, just do that. That's it. Just have good weeks.
Yeah,
that's like as far as you can get out. I think that's about as much as we got in our mental bandwidth of our creative power. I was listening to the fucking Greg Brennan or whatever, Joe Rogan, where he's talking about he's talking about, like, your cells have the potential electronic capacity or like electric capacity of like 0.8 or 0.07 or some sort of small number of volts, but it's like more or less like a computer chip kind of inside of us, or like they're all their own little energy transmitters and diffusers type shit.
Okay.
And he's saying that, but like you have 500 trillion cells or whatever. And so, like, collectively you have a relatively large potential energy field output.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel that on you guys.
So I've been
feeling it for years.
So if you have that thing and you're rocking it and you rock it for a week, I think you could, like, that shit stacks, bro. I think that shit stacks. I don't think you really touch the month. I don't think you really get that high. But maybe if you stack enough weeks, you'll be able to get the big boys. And when the big boys hit, the big boys hitting. But all you can contribute maximally, your maximum contribution is a week. You got a week, baby. God made the universe in a week. You're making your universe every week. What universe are you about to go live into next? And then if you do that enough times, you're about to have a crazy 6. Then you're about to have a crazy 10, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
10 years, a decade later.
It gets out of hand.
But I think your maximum contribution is a week, roughly.
I'm
with
with
our
that.
mental bandwidth. But yeah, I guess because you're always carrying the moment with you. So we don't even really know what a week is. Yeah, like, as far as like Sunday through Saturday.
You've got to feel for it.
Just names.
Well, yeah.
And we think it's this day.
When you work a 9 to 5.
Upon it. It's this year. It's 2025.
Yeah. It's always the now.
What? Banana sandwich.
We organize ourselves. We organize our thoughts. We've organized our days. The sun going up and down helps a lot.
That's it.
That helps a lot.
That's also what we're tracking.
Because otherwise
our maximum is our day. Can you have a good day? And if you don't have a good day, you can't fucking sacrifice the week. You cannot sacrifice the week.
Yeah, if you can't have one good day, there's no way.
You can have one bad day, you know?
Yeah.
It's fine.
And you
2 bad days, it's all right.
Limit the losses, transmute as much as possible, shift gears, shift focus.
I think try to contribute at least 4 good days of something.
Yeah.
You're doing more than half of your time doing this thing versus 3 days, you know, as far as just like a week's distribution. It's like if I do this thing 4 days per week, I am doing this thing more than I'm not doing this thing just objectively in life. So we'll see what this contributes. And then if you're like doing it 5 days, 6 days or whatever, like taking care of your body, it's like, you don't have to go to the gym every day, but you have to take care of your body every day. And it might just look a little different. So if you do 7 days of taking care of your body, it's like stacking that. We're stacking this. The 7 days of taking care of proper sacrifices to the best of your ability. But if you lose a couple of days, it's all right. I think 4, if you can do 4, you might be able to tip the scales just mathematically, objectively, in my mind's eye.
If you can do 4?
Yeah.
good days.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the run that I felt like it's like 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 gets starting getting wobbly.
Yeah, 3 years like, okay, here we go. We're rocking. I'm about to have to hit it again.
Yeah, you can cook.
You can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
You can do it.
And sometimes it's
the
better.
Thing that helps you do it.
Yes.
That's what I'm pointing to both, It's both of those things.
Yeah, it's like you can do it, but you can't do it.
No, you can't.
Surrender to
it's
the
so
thing.
hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah, there it is. That's the nugget that I think we just pointed at for a long time.
Yeah.
So you have to surrender because you can't do it.
Yes, the truth of the matter is that you can't do it.
Yes. And you'll spend a long time trying to think you can.
Being able to properly identify the right sacrifice at any given moment, at every moment, for all moments. You cannot do it. But that's what's asked of us, to have to be able to be here and now, I think, or to feel whatever.
And it's just too deep, man. Even when you're doing your best or you're doing your worst, life's got its own things that's pitching at you, man.
Yeah, your story could just change, or shit turns around all the time.
Things are not what they seem. So a bad thing can happen, that's a good thing. Good thing can happen, that's a bad thing. It's just deep as fuck. That's why I can be trying to be lighthearted about everything, bro.
It gets deep. It gets fucking deep out here. It gets rough.
Jesus is transmuting me to the best life I could have.
Yeah.
Everything else is just like a fucking thing trying to make me look away from what is
where I'm getting led to.
Yes. Like, it's all a distraction. Everything I'm feeling right now, on some level, if it's not good, if it's not like how I feel in church, then on some level, it's just trying to pull me away from being focused on the way, the truth, and the light.
Yeah, at least metaphorically being aligned with God, or like being with God in the moment.
Yes.
It just feels amazing, but there's so many things pulling us away from that. Sin separates us from that. You know what I'm saying?
That ties it back to the first thought.
That's what sin does.
Being in the moment.
Yes.
Being in the moment with God. That's powerful. And yeah, sin, it's separating.
Generator of the moment.
Yeah.
It's like getting in the source of the waterfall,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm believing it. I feel it with you right now.
Yeah.
It's a powerful thing.
At least metaphorically exists. Or at least I'm giving it metaphorical life. We're all trying to make sense of story here with metaphors, personification.
And you want those things for yourself. It's not like doing some lame shit you don't want to do.
Yeah, you want a good story.
Yeah, you want love, and you want kindness, and you want peace, right?
You want peace.
You want blessings, right? Like, you want your family members to be happy. And then it's like, imagine if your son's like, well, Dad, I'm trying to be somebody in this world. And to be somebody in this world, you got to step on some people. You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. And we didn't ever have shit when we were growing up, Dad. So I'm going to buy you a Ferrari one day because I love you. I'm buying my house. I'm going to do what I got to do out here in this field. You're going to be there be like, I don't want that for you. Like, I don't want you to be that kind of person to get those kinds of things. It's like, yes, like, be successful and grind, but I don't want you to just like be like recklessly.
What are you willing to do it as well?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Crack a few eggs and make some omelets. I love omelets.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, I love omelets.
You're like, oh, I don't want that for my kid. If you heard your kid saying that, I think you would be like, did I do something wrong here? Like, I don't, this isn't right. But you'll be that person and not realize that you would feel that way when it was coming out of your kid's mouth, I think. That's not like something I experienced being a new dad, but I just like imagine like the way Jordan Peterson says, take care of yourself like you would take care of your child.
Yeah.
It's like, there's part of that too where it's this, being a Christian isn't lame. Like, the Christian values aren't lame. It's legitimately what you would want.
The relationship with God.
Yeah.
The relationship with yourself.
You're like, but I want to pop bottles in the strip club. I'm like, well, do you want your son to take his money and go pop bottles in the strip club and try to meet a girl there? It's like, is that advice you'd give him? It's like, then why are you like, well, I don't want to be Christian because I want to go pop bottles in the club. It's like, no, you don't. That's what I'm trying to tell you is like,
yeah, right.
You think you do, but you don't, because you wouldn't even want your son to do that.
Facts. That's what, yeah. Like, the advice you give to your kid, like, that's it. That's the mindset. That's a filter you can help use to identify what the proper sacrifice might look like.
Right. Yeah, totally. It helps. It helps to detach from the you-ness of it,
Yes, the ego. Yeah, the you.
Yeah.
The thing that's experiencing the thing.
The thing that's trying to be in the moment, Yeah. It's difficult. It's hard. It's so nuanced and layered, bro. We are so deep in the cut of just like what is being alive.
Yeah, dog. Just talking about some random shit. No, bro. That's what life is, bro. That's what life is. That's what we call life, is having to struggle with those two things. Do that. So,
I'd love to take us out of the moment.
Okay, bring us out.
Just playing with the motif for a second.
Yeah.
What's in my own heart, I'm like, fuck, we gotta be running out of time, and I don't want to stop. And then I'm like, dude, Joe Rogan would go on for 2 more hours. Eventually, we'll be at that point.
Doing it. Yes. For fucking hours.
But I'm going to go for another 20 or 30 if you are. I don't know what your time constraint's like.
Yeah, I might be able to head out here in probably 15 or so.
Okay, that's cool.
Pick the little one.
That's cool. Back into the moment.
Yeah.
Being Christian's a thing, man.
I think the idea of being Christian is just, and you could just, that's part of what using the Lord's name in vain is like proclaiming that, speaking like fluent Christianese, but not really being about identifying the proper, part of what makes the proper sacrifice is that you are sacrificing yourself for others, like the benefit of others. So if you're like proclaiming that you're a Christian, but you're not embodying the behavior of self-sacrifice, at least to a little bit of a degree, you don't have to be giving all your time to like the soup kitchens, but there is a like obvious line where you're like fucking like what we deem as like crimes against humanity type shit, you know? We get to like that level of evil. It's like obviously, like we all toe a line. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Some people get angry in traffic, whatever. It's like, oh, I shouldn't have been a good Christian right there. But it's just like it gets gross at some points where it's so obviously, what are they talking about here?
Yeah.
So like, but that gets down. So using the God's name in vain and like being a wolf in sheep's clothing, because people will trust you. Because if you're like, I'm a Christian, the idea is that you are following the behaviors of somebody who does X, Y, and Z. And usually X, Y, and Z is making the proper sacrifice of themselves for the betterment of people. And sometimes the proper sacrifice of yourself is the idea of what people think of you. So you won't do certain things. But if you're like, I'm going to speak the truth and say this is some bullshit right here. If I got to throw this guy under the bus, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I'm just bringing light to the situation. I'm just shedding light on the truth of what is through my perspective, objectively, of what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a proper self-sacrifice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be down. You don't have to lose every time. Being a Christian isn't lame.
No.
It's speaking truth.
Yes.
And being able to identify the proper sacrifice, and that's typically for the betterment of others.
Yes.
So if you're not doing that, I guess then like what defines the betterment of others? But
yeah, you have to have a value set. I mean, like most people
can't be claiming that shit. Or I guess being a Christian is someone who says, I do that thing.
I think you have to have
and that's why Jordan Peterson is like, how dare you?
Right.
How dare you say you do that thing? None of us can really do that thing.
No, that's why he's like, I won't say that none of us can really do that thing. That's why I don't want to go around saying I'm doing this thing.
I'm always identifying the proper sacrificing and doing it to the best of my ability.
Especially when there's a bunch of you people out there who are trying to get me to say it with you so we can all say, we do the thing together, and you can feel good about yourself.
Mm-hmm. You can feel more better.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
fuck my ego. Fuck my ego feeling more bad about anything.
That's
mutilate it. You gotta mutilate it.
He's on George Jenko like, how do I think he was trying to articulate that, and it just took him a minute, bro. And he came back with that more or less like that's not what they're asking me. They're not like what you're asking me. Why you and me understand what being Christian is, and we have an understanding that we understand that, so we don't have to talk about it. So then you're asking me, am I a Christian? I know what you mean, but that's not what they mean when they ask me. So like, I'm not trying to answer that question in that way because it's not this mutilated and all of the other heaviness comes. You're not even close. It's almost disgusting to me on some level. I think it's probably where he's at with it. Our good works
are filthy rags. Filthy rags, dog.
Yeah.
But that's all you can do. You gotta maximize that.
That kind of points to have a relationship with the thing generating the relationship, the thing cleaning the rags. It's because it's like all you have is dirty rags, dude. It's like
that's the best you got.
What are you talking about?
But it's worthwhile to give the best you got. Always. But yes, taking God's name in vain, someone who's like being able to claim that and put that badge on and wear that, like I'm someone who does that, but they're not quite doing that, you know. It's wild. There's something to it.
I think that one of the things with Christianity, like I've said before on this podcast, is like the more
metaphorically, you know what I'm saying? Not even like being a Christian. It's just someone who's doing the right, just like objectively.
For someone to claim that they're doing that is a heavy thing to claim. It's like
regardless of whatever you spiritually believe, to say that you're somebody who identifies a proper sacrifice in the moment and does it always. It's like you can't. No, you're all lying. All of you are lying. Nobody can do that.
That's like Jesus Christ did that.
But one man.
But one man did that.
Who's not a man,
but he's a hero. Man.
Yeah, the true hero.
Yeah.
The heroes of all heroes.
Yeah. The King of Kings, literally.
The first miracle, above and beyond kind of guy.
Yeah. It's like we don't aspire to be Christ. We aspire to be Christ-like. It's like, you wouldn't say I'm Jesus Christ. Like, nobody says that. So you shouldn't.
I was thinking about that. I was like, the Mexican heritage be like, got some cojones. It was like, we had a guy that worked with us. His name was Jesus.
No, dude, I have a completely different take on that.
Okay, give it to me.
He's the only one that's worthy.
Jesus?
Yeah. But Jesus, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I was like, the guy we work with?
No. But
they've been naming their kids that, I was like, wow.
But when you're naming your kid, I think part of what comes across you're paying, whether or not you intentionally do this or not, when you name your kid after something, you are honoring that thing. So if you were to name your kid Jordan, because I like the name Jordan Belfort, it's cool, it hits hard.
Michael Jordan,
Jordan Peterson, I like that. It's like, they're not worthy of your honor. Was something that sacred in my mind when I was naming my kid. I'm like, that's not worthy. There's only one thing that's worthy of my praise and of honoring my child towards that thing.
Okay,
and that's Jesus or God, or that's why Demi Elohim is her name, because it's like there's nothing. It's the only thing that's worthy,
Yeah, we're thinking about having a child, and we're like trying to think about like biblical names. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then to like say you're like Jesus,
that's aggressive.
Ain't nobody claiming to be Jesus. They ain't even naming the kids Jesus. And if someone does, it's like, whoa. That's what I'm saying. The Mexican culture. It's like, get some Jesuses in there.
If my name was
sure.
Jesus, I'd be like, he's the only one that's worthy.
My brother.
He's the only one that's worthy. Call me Jay.
My brother has Jesus in his middle name.
Yeah. That's hard.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I respect it, because it's like I'm saying, you're gonna name your kid something cool. Like, I had a friend.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, what's inspiring me? Why do I want to do that? And why did you want to do that? Like, there's something there about the spirit of naming something, like the power you have in your tongue and your speech and your identification process of what is here. So that thing is embodied in me and you. To like want to name my son like Elijah or Josh, or saying something like Matthew, your dad.
Yeah.
And Grace, like.
Yeah.
There's something to that, for sure.
My mom was like telling me, she's like, just like names are important. Like, she like took it seriously. She's like, I'm naming my kid. It means something. Some people say I've heard people say symbols are powerful, that the world is just symbols. It's like, on some level, like, your name is a symbol to like what you represent.
What's your username?
Yeah.
It's what everyone's going to see.
Right.
On the leaderboards.
And it's like, it's always going to be like my mom. Like, even if your name is fucking Plankton, right? Okay. And you're like, forever, I need to change my name. I don't know why my mom named me Plankton. Call me P.
Yeah.
Big SpongeBob user.
Plank.
That's still like, your mom named you a dumb name. Like, that's where your story started.
Part of the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of the story.
Part of how you have to, how you identify yourself, how your family identifies you, what the symbol of what is that you. It's like your mom like puts the paint on the end of the vase that God made. So that's like, there's something heavy there. I think you need to like
pay respect to.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
and
it.
What are you paying respect to? The idea of the thing that's generating the relationship here. What we're calling God,
Because almost my answer was
regardless
like,
of whatever you call it.
The heftiness of the weight of the thing that we're paying respect to is what we're paying respect to. And you're like, yeah, that's a cyclical cycle that doesn't say anything. What I'm saying is it's the generator of things that have weight is what you're paying respect to. You could just come up here and understand it better rather than just looping around in metaphysical, physical, abstract.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
It took me weeks to digest that. That's when you've said it in prayers at work, and it's gone over my head a bunch of times. And I feel like we've talked about it on here.
They're just words.
They're just words.
They're just words.
It sounds nice when
they
you
are
say
just
it.
words, but they're like, what are they pointing to? What are they pointing to? Like that thing, the biggest. What were we talking about right before that?
I just think it's a hard.
Oh, plankton. People been naming their kids.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, giving respect to trying to name my son Elijah. Because he goes hard, dog. Eli, come on.
Elijah. I think Book of Eli. And then I'm like, as a Christian.
Where they carry the Bible across the transcontinental after the zombie apocalypse.
See, that's why I asked my dad for a Bible yesterday when I saw him, and he gave me one. Because I need to be able to. I can't do that. I can do that with Harry Potter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Order of the Phoenix? Yeah, it's fine.
Pastor Ed hit me with that metaphor a while ago. Probably 2 years ago, maybe, or so, a year and a half at least. Just the idea of like, he's like, you got to be able to have some scripture in your pocket. You got to be able to like, it's hard to remember. It's hard to memorize for sure. But you remember those movie quotes and you remember those song lyrics and you remember the conversation you had the other day or that line, that joke you told that one time that you keep telling again and again and again. So like, you have a mental capacity, but it's full of bullshit. You gotta delete the trash, dog. I'm adding on to it, but
but we're getting charged up, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, if that was a pregame speech for a college football game, I think you might send some Warriors into the field.
Just start hearing some hard scripture after that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would do it because it's so true. It was so unset. You.
I was like, that is a true thing.
You got underneath the grill that you cooked the stovetop, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you're under there. Oh yeah, that's it. I know
You're in there.
We were cooking, but we're about to cook. Fuck." and then start hitting them with some hard scripture. But Elijah, please tell us what happens to Elijah.
Dude, yeah, he's just the GOAT. Kings, Kings, and then Elisha comes from him. He's just, it doesn't. I'm going through it, so I don't have it all as far as details, but I know the story.
Yeah.
But he's just Timothy. He just shows up. I don't think it talks much about his birth or like him coming up on the scene where he's from. He just like kind of shows up. He does say where he's from, but it's more or less he just, at the time, the culture, the people are worshiping Baal, whatever that means exactly, like false gods or things that maybe aren't identifying the proper sacrifice, and they're making the wrong sacrifice, like literally making child sacrifices and type shit.
Right.
Metaphorically. Or literally, I don't know, we'll see. Or like, regardless, more or less.
Right.
People making the wrong sacrifices. He comes up. It's the current day, so there's a lot of leaders in that space, 450. And then he goes like, let's just go down to the valley and see, because the thing that I identify as God, when I say the word God, like, what do you think that I'm saying? Because y'all are like talking about this thing, Baal. It's like in general, like, what are you worshiping? When we say the word God, like, you have your gods, like the little g gods. Like, maybe they produce things in the moment, or maybe it's just the short-sighted hedonism that's you justify the improper sacrifice for the satisfaction of the now versus the later. And like, maybe that's just what's happening metaphorically, regardless of whatever God you're worshiping. So like, let's just go see what's up then. Let's just go reality for reality. What can you conjure up here? And he takes him down to the valley, 450 verses 1, and he builds a fire, or he asks them both to build a fire and to make a sacrifice. Because, that's kind of what I'm talking about. The idea of making the proper sacrifice.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's go make a sacrifice then.
Yeah. What do you sacrifice?
When you exactly. Make sacrifices? How do you do it? What's your approach to being able to claim that you are in proper alignment with the thing that actually generates the best sacrifice, which is something that you can't even conceptualize? Are you willing to bow down to that? Because I doubt you are. Because I am. Like, that thing is, he's up there, dog. It's whatever it is. We call it God. So you pray to your gods, I'll pray to my gods, and we'll see what happens. He takes him down, 450 verses 1. You have a bull, I have a bull. We're going to slaughter him. We're going to lay him on the fires, or we're going to lay him on the wood, and we're going to see what happens. You're going to ask your God to light a fire. I'm going to ask my God to light a fire. And they're going, and they're going. They're going from sun up to sun, like evening, over half the day. Just going and praying and dancing and singing and doing whatever they got to do. Try to conjure up the relationship with the thing that generates the proper, like the thing that results in the actual proper sacrifice, which you can't identify. So like, you're willing to bow to that? Like, just, that's true, like, ego death is what we're trying to talk about here. And he's like, you're not doing it. Keep on getting louder. You can do it. Maybe he'll do it for you. Maybe you'll result in the proper sacrifice of the proper life for yourself, or the objective truth that we can't touch. Maybe you can be able to produce an outcome that's worthy, that can be objectively seen as a miracle. And then they don't light the fires, and then nothing happens. And then Elijah, this is over halfway through, it's like in the evening time now. And then he's asking people to dump some buckets of water. 1, 2, 3 buckets of water all over his wood. It's no longer wood. It's a kiddie pool with some logs in it. And then he just says, light my fire. And then the entirety of the sacrifice and the ground where in which the sacrifice was taken, all the wood and all the sand, is all just turned to ash. It's just gone. And it's like because who dares? That's what Jordan Peterson's tapping into. Who dares say you identify the proper sacrifice and actively do it all the time? You can't. You cannot. That's just facts. You cannot do that. It is so hard to do it today. To do it right now. To say the right thing, to do the right gesture, to let go of the right thing, to pick up the right thing. It's impossible. You do the things you know you shouldn't be doing, and you're not doing the things you know you should be doing, always, all the time. So how dare you say that you're not doing that? It's blasphemous at its core. And that's what Elijah's pointing to. That's what Jordan Peterson's pointing to. It's what I'm pointing to. That's why I want to name my son Elijah.
Oh, fuck, dude. That's hard. That's a good way to name your kid.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to come up with a response.
That's it.
I was just absorbing that for a second.
So why, we're naming our kids here. We're naming things. It's important.
That's worthy, bro.
It's important. It's worthy.
That's
it's worthy.
Bro. And it's your child, man. It's just like
like Moses and Joshua. It's just crazy. It's worthy.
Yeah.
And there's something pulling me to that. It's I don't know.
I like Elijah. I love Eli Manning. I love his story. One of my favorite books of all time. It's hard to be a little brother, especially when your older brother's Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
And his other brother Cooper too, I'm pretty sure was older, and they were just successful and balling. I think he's the youngest.
Balling.
They pick on him still. Like you watch the Madden cast, he's still just getting picked on, But his story's fucking awesome. But yeah, anyways, that's something you gotta taste too. The association with the you're like, I like Blue a lot, but it's like, what does the world think about Blue? Because your kid's gonna have to exist in the world. Like you're creating perception for them for the world. But Elijah, Eli, it's a dope name. It's fire.
It's gas. It's gas. At least I'm able to conceptualize it as so and feel that,
The Mexicans don't care.
Some people don't give a fuck.
Jesus,
bro.
I don't care what the world thinks. I don't care. There's people out there saying that's aggressive.
Like, whoa.
I don't care.
It's kind of crazy. Fuck them. Fuck them. That's why the tequila down there is like.
That's the spirit. They're like, hey.
Yeah, dog.
So
fucking. Okay, next time, teaser. We're gonna talk. I want to talk about Halloween. Dia de los Muertos, and Bad Bunny. So it's so funny that we rounded it out with some Mexican Latin culture in there.
Totally.
He's not from Mexico. I know, but speaking Spanish, he did his. You see his thing on SNL?
No.
He did an opener on SNL recently.
For the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got booked for the Super Bowl. Did an opener on SNL, and then he did like a paragraph and a half in Spanish.
Okay.
And he lost me. I'm able to get some of it, but he lost me.
Sure.
And the thing that he lost me to a lot of people. And then at the end of his SNL thing, he's like, and if you didn't understand what I just said, you have 4 months to learn.
Okay.
Because all of his songs are going to be in Spanish.
Oh, that's
the
funny.
entire halftime show is going to be in Spanish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the first time in NFL history, but maybe. They're going international reach, I think. Partially. But then I've also heard some demonic NFL pull, who knows the level of which
you've seen those
that bullshit's going on.
The performances, the rituals, you've seen that shit. I don't like to get into that shit. I don't need to see that shit.
The sacrifices.
So, I gotta be smart enough to know what I don't need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Some of it.
Leave it be.
We'll talk
about that.
Some of it the devil's using to get you wound up and think you're focusing on the right thing. You're like, I hate that. I'm a real God-loving Christian. It's like, put the phone down then, bro. Like I need you in the game. You're like watching propaganda. I love this football team. It's like, dude, get to practice. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's deep. It gets out here.
But I want to talk about all that shit for show.
Yes.
I think that just baseline comment on Bad Bunny doing all those things. It's got to be global reach. He's going to be the biggest artist in the world.
Up there.
People love him.
For sure. Oh, yeah.
After this year.
Yeah, a lot of the NFL current audience does not speak Spanish, but a lot of the world speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
And a lot of the world loves Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
So they're going to tune in to the game or to the show. They're going to watch. They can watch a free Bad Bunny concert from their couch.
Yeah. People love Bad Bunny, bro.
Why not? And then experience America's now time. Fuck a pastime, dog.
Yeah. Is there anything
we love
American?
Football. Baseball is the claim. Baseball's always been the claim. America's pastime.
That's a debate for another day.
That's why I call it the now time, dog. Because football's a shit.
Yeah.
We love it.
Couldn't agree more.
Death.
I love you guys today.
We love y'all. Hop back into your moment, and then come share more moments with us later on. But enjoy the rest of your moment outside of this place.
Yeah.
We love y'all. Go do the best in that moment.
Go crazy.
You can do it. That's why. And it's worth it. That's why.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, turn your swag on. Do your thing.
Do it.
Love you guys.
Peace.
Rolling through the city to the light show. Really ain't no telling where